Good morning, everyone, and welcome. My name's Michelle Zanovich, formerly known as Michelle Irene, but I am here crafting with you today, and I want to share something with you. A while back, a customer came to me and said, "Do you mean to tell me that all Stampin' Up! Ink and paper coordinate? The things that I take for granted, I forget." So let's take a look and talk a little bit about color coordination and what that means. And so this morning I grabbed a pack of Feels Like Frost Specialty Designer Series paper. And first of all, this is gorgeous, absolutely beautiful paper. It's specialty paper because on the back side there's silver foil accents throughout, so it's nice sturdy paper. All right, and it comes in a 6x6 pack. What's beautiful about this paper is it's the photorealistic images that remind me and you so much of the beauty of winter. Often we moan and groan about snow and ice, but it actually is really beautiful, and our designers who created this paper did a lovely job. That one's upside down, sorry. Capturing the beauty of the season. So this pack of paper is just splendid, all right? You can really see the details of the snow and the ice and just all of the colors. So I'm really happy to share this with you, and it looks like I grabbed some duplicates. But let's talk about color coordination. So all of the colors that are in these papers are Stampin' Up! Colors. So we have Smoky Slate and Seaside Spray. There's Rococo Rose, Purple Posy, Night of Navy, Highland Heather, Blushing Bride, and Balmy Blue. Now, all of those colors can be found in that paper stack. So if you have those, you're in luck. All of the paper also coordinates because it's all made to be a system of color. That also means that the Stampin Write Markers and the Stampin Write or the Stampin Blends will also color coordinate beautifully. So we've taken all of the guesswork out, and it makes our crafting that much easier. You know, when you come to a class with me and I have everything all pre-cut for you, so you don't have to guess at measurements, or you don't have to wonder if you've cut something correctly or straight or gotten the right layer. I do all that for you. Well, Stampin' Up! Does that with us, with our colors. So I'm going to move these out of our way, and I'm just going to make a really sweet and simple card for us this morning using the Feels Like Frost Designer Series paper, and I'm going to show you some of this color coordination and how well it all goes together. And I took this piece of paper. This is my focal piece today. This is what I'm going to focus on, and I've cut it down. Now, all measurements for the paper and the colors can be found over on my blog at www.makingmemorieswithmichelle.com. So here is that piece of Designer Series paper. I cut it down to 3 5/8 by 4 7/8. Don't worry, you don't have to write that down. Then I have a piece of Whisper White, and I'm going to layer that here. And then I cut a piece of Night of Navy. Okay, and you'll see that that Night of Navy picks up the colors in that piece of paper. My card base is Seaside Spray, and this measures 4 1/4 by 11. Now, I didn't score it, so I'm going to take my brand new paper trimmer that was available starting last week, and it has a cutting blade and it has a scoring blade. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to bring my arm out, and this arm is wonderful because it has, see this little notch here? There's a notch here and it fits right in, so it's not going to swing out on its own. Okay? And I'm going to line, and Sorry, I'm off camera. Okay, so this just pops right open, okay? Leave your, this is the cutting blade. No, sorry, scoring blade. All right, so I'm gonna line this up at 5.5. And I'm going to score. And you're going to see a perfect score mark. And what's really nice is you can see it here, but it's pretty faint on that side. So you're not going to have the possibility of that cracking. So that's really nice. So I'm going to set that aside for now. I'm going to come back to that in a minute. Then I have my bone folder, and I'm just going to make a nice tight crease on that so it stays nice and folded. Okay? Then I have my 3 layers and some snail. And I'm going to run some snail on my right and line that up. Now I do use 1/8 of an inch, so I have nice tight borders there. You know, like when you're framing a picture. So, oops, I'm using 3 layers. Sorry about that. Things just kind of fall off the shelf over here. All right. And then this is going to go right on my card base. This paper is so beautiful. You really don't need to do a lot to it. I don't want to cover it up, do you? Okay, so there's that. Now, I'm going to take my trimmer out again. And I have a piece of Whisper White cardstock, just a scrap. And I'm going to cut this down to 1 and, let's see, 1 5/8. Okay, so I've lined that up. I'm going to close this. And you know, we get a nice tight close. It's going to hold your paper in place. You might want to just apply a little pressure. Now this blade on this scoring tool, the other one, our old trimmer, we had to push quite a bit. This one you don't. You don't want to do that. It might dull the blade. Okay, so it just takes a little bit of pressure. And there's the piece that I want. I'm going to cut that down to, let's see, 3 3/4. Now this scoring tool, I love it. I used it at retreat, and everybody was using it at retreat, and that blade is still super, super sharp. Okay, this is going to go at 3/4 of an inch. This is Night of Navy. And this is going to go down to 3 7/8. Oops. Now that trimmer is available as of right now. And it's $25. Oops, that's got stuff on it. All right, so I am using the Itty Bitty Christmas stamp set, and this is so much fun. I love the sentiments, and I love the mix of fonts. So today we're doing the one that says Blessed Christmas Wishes, and I'm going to stamp it in Night of Navy. Now, because this is the first time I've used this particular stamp, I'm going to stamp it in my ink, and I'm going to try it on my scrap paper first, just to make sure. Sometimes you just want to make sure that you've got a nice image, and I'm trying desperately to stamp that straight because my camera's right there in the way. All right, Blessed Christmas Wishes. And again, I'm just going to run some snail down it. Maybe. I'm going to add that to my card. Okay, on the inside now I have 2 more layers. They're the same size as the layers that I have on the front. So the Night of Navy measures, let's see, 5 1/8 by 3 7/8, and the Whisper White measures 5 by 3 3/4. And I'm just going to put that in here. And then I've cut some additional pieces. And this is really the scrap piece from where I trimmed that designer series paper earlier. And it's the same, same dimensions as the front, with just this little added extra piece. And I'm going to add that to the bottom. Let's see, where? No, I'm going to put it at the bottom. Do you talk to yourself in your craft? I know I do. All right, and there you have a very simple and easy Christmas card using coordinating cardstock with coordinating ink, all coordinating with the designer series paper, and just a very sweet and simple stamp set that's found in the 2019 holiday catalog. I would love to help you with your crafting supply needs. You can contact me at Making Memories with Michelle on Facebook, or www.makingmemorieswithmichelle is my blog. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day. Bye.